Hello, how are you guys doing? I hope you guys feel mentally, physically fit and good. So recording this in Canada, and it's been a few days since 2021 has arrived. So probably you have some room to think about 2020's like. It was messy. A lot of people felt it sucked because you couldn't do this and that and this and that. A lot of restrictions, and a lot of people got lost, in their lives, and a lot of, life, disappeared. So it's a lot of emotions and uncertainty. But at the same time, this really brought us together on this planet. Like before, we always focused on individual, say the country. But this year, the last year, because of this 2020, we all on this planet united on one subject. And this would be the first time ever in history that all of the nations are together. So it brought up a lot of thoughts and conscious level. It's more like we did a mind fitness. It was tough. It's like working out to the limit. But because we did that, this year, 2021, would be a very thriving for us because we learned so much about ourselves. We had more time to really reflect ourselves internally and what's important to us. It really prioritized in a different way, and we put more importance on peace, kindness, love, respect each other, and abundance. What's the abundance for us? And togetherness, and all those good quality of life. And we might have taken for the granted a lot of things like family member who are healthy. Even though we're not together, we tried our best, use the tools to be together, conscious level, or be able to talk, like as long as they're healthy, or as long as we are healthy, that's good enough. And it's just the quality and the expectation has shifted, right? So it really gave us a time to prioritize what's really important for your life. And because of that, this year, 2021, because we had those base, we could thrive because we know what really important to us. To thrive, to be really, be a part of the world. Not just, getting a benefit just because selfish reasons. You start thinking more about what others feel. Put yourself into other people's shoes, kind of empathy feeling, right? And so that it really start to come down to let go of all the old thoughts, old beliefs, and getting rid of the things that you no longer need or no longer serving you. Some people are still hanging on to the old methods because that's the only thing they feel secured. But things been changing so much. It's much easier to shift your thoughts and let go, with those waves. Let it be. By being sure of yourself, meaning that you always changing as a humans, you're always growing, and it's not about where you're from, or what kind of culture background you are, or what you did in the past. It's not something that you are defined by those things in the past. You define yourself with what you are now. Starting 2021, you decide what you like to do from now on. Never mind what you've done, where you're from, or what your parents are like, and all those things that no longer really affect who you are. So you could, or everyone could start brand new. You could identify yourself as brand new, and it has that energy level right now on this earth. So for instance, for me, I used to think so negative, and everything around me was negative because I invited those things because I was full of this negativity energy. And then one time I realized that I don't like this. There are so many others who live their lives fully and happy, joyful, peaceful, rich, healthy. So that's the shift that I made. And now when you change that energy level, it really shifts. It's more like those rubber band toy. Then when you pull in one way direction, which is the negative way, and when you let go of it, just let go, don't do anything. This how you call it, those glass ball, and it just right here, right? And because you're pulling that rubber band so much to the almost limit, when you let go, this ball will just spit up and go to the other side so fast. So it's like this: when you are in a really negative pull, you could really leap to the other side, which I experienced. So every one of us has this potential. It's just the way you look at things, how you look at the life in a different perspective. So when you learn to go to the other side, you are now in a different energy field, a different energy level, so that you cannot go back to where you were. It's just totally wired differently, and you just don't even know how to go back. And that's the big shift that you will experience when you realize where you are and what you're doing, and you identify yourself. So it's much easier now to heal yourself. Like, you can rely on other people to heal for you, but it's important to heal yourself anytime, because it's harder to arrange somebody else to heal for you. It's more of, you start to rely on others, dependent to the others, but you have this healing power inside of you. So every time you encounter something, you can really use the method to heal yourself, and you grow, and you're getting rid of all the things that you don't need or no longer serving you. And in order to realize that, you really need to clear yourself. All those, negativities, or people will say, what to do and that. You act from your heart. It's not the action that because others are saying. You listen to your heart and a voice inside of you, and then you do your action accordingly to create your reality in front of you, so that that's your world, that's your responsibility, that's you take the full responsibility of your reality in that way. So you feel much better, much satisfying, because you're not blaming for the others now, because you're doing it out of your heart, right? It's not because others are forcing you or controlling you to do it a certain way. So it's much better way of living, and you could really find who you are that way. So you have the power inside of you to leap to the other side, meaning from negative to positive, and you stay there forever, because now you cannot go back, because you're totally wired differently in a different energy being that you will become. So you could do that much easier now. In order to do that, you clear, your energy source, and you can always heal yourself. Okay, so hopefully this helps to lighten up your load, and see you soon in the next video. Bye bye.